Like, I don't understand why you're not texting me back. Like, if you don't text me back within 3 seconds, we have a problem. Hey guys, it's your girl Kiki, and I'm back at it with another video. Just noticed my shirt matches the background, like my comforter. Is that weird? But if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you're notified every single time I post. And today I'm here with another story time. Like, I feel like I have endless story times. Like, my life is just that crazy. But today I'm unfortunately talking about the time that I caught my boyfriend cheating on me. I caught him red-handed cheating on me. So this story starts, I guess, my freshman year of college. I met this guy, let's call him Ryan. Ryan and I ended up dating. We started dating our freshman year, and then we dated pretty much our whole freshman year, our whole sophomore year, our whole junior year. Like, we were just everyone was like, oh my god, goals, like, you guys have been together for so long. We did everything together. We were always together. Like, we always ate lunch together. We ate dinner together. We did homework together. We were both business majors, so we took like all the same classes. We literally were like inseparable. You could not separate us. We were literally always together. At the end of my junior year, we started to have problems. Ryan felt like our relationship was getting way too serious. I mean, we were juniors. We were looking to become seniors next year. And so we were talking about life after college and what our relationship would look like after college. And so, of course, like, marriage and family and those things come up. And that was, like, so scary for Ryan, as it is for most men. That scared Ryan. So Ryan broke up with me at the end of our junior year. And so that was, like, super, like, heartbreaking for me, because it was one of those breakups where it was like, we went to bed and we're like, I love you, good night, and then I woke up the next morning, and then Ryan suddenly had to confess to me that he did not want to be with me. So we broke up at the end of our junior year, right before summer break, and we had our whole summer off, and then we get back to school in August, and of course, you know, sis is looking like a snack, as usual, is walking through campus in the School of Business, because we were both business majors. This is actually the first day of school. And of course, Ryan calls me like, Kiki, I have to talk to you. Like, please, can we talk? And so we talked, and he was basically like, hey, you know what? I was wrong to break up with you. I felt like I wasn't ready. You know, our relationship was moving so fast, and I felt like, you know, I'm 20, 21, like, I don't know if I'm ready for this, and so that's why I did it. But really, like, there's no one else I would rather be with. My life has been horrible without you. I really want to be back with you. Please take me back. And of course, me, like, being an idiot, I was just like, yes, Ryan, like, come back, like, I totally understand, like, I miss you too, like, blah, blah, blah. So I took Ryan back. So pretty much after right when we got back together, it was great. It was like, oh my god, I miss you so much, blah, blah, blah. But it was almost like ever since the breakup, things with Ryan were, like, rocky and toxic. And I don't know if it was just, like, we felt like we couldn't trust each other. I felt like I couldn't trust him because I didn't know where his heart was or where his feelings were, if he was going to be breaking up with me in the next day. And things started to get really kind of toxic and sticky. And I was always, like, checking his phone, like, seeing if he was texting girls, seeing if he was talking to girls, because I heard when we were broken up that he was talking to a couple girls. And it, like, really, like, bothered me and shocked me. He was talking to girls that went to our school. So to me, it was like almost a slap in the face, like, wow, you're talking to these girls, like, that go to my school. So they see us out together. They're thinking, like, little do you know, sis, I'm talking to your man. To me, that was embarrassing. What you came for, let me tell y'all what goes down. So y'all know the story. We're together for 3 years. We broke up, got back together, and now our relationship is rocky. So it was one of those things where when we were together, it was good, it was great, it was amazing. But when we were apart, it was terrible because I told you that trust wasn't there. Ryan's birthday was coming up, and his birthday was in the spring. And so I was like, babe, what are we doing for your birthday? Like, I really want to celebrate your birthday. I want to make sure you have an amazing day. I was like, I want to make sure you have a great day, blah, blah, blah. So his birthday fell on a Saturday that year. And so he was like, you know what? Like, I just want to have a party with my friends. Like, my birthday falls on a Saturday. Like, I want to have a party at my house with all of my friends. And then, like, maybe me and you can do something on Friday night. And so I was just kind of like, okay, like, we can do something on Friday, just us, but, like, I want to go to the party on Saturday with your friends. And he was just kind of like, no, like, it's going to be a guy's thing. Like, I think it would be awkward. Like, none of the other guys' girlfriends are going to be there. I don't know why you would be there. And I'm just kind of like, it's your birthday. Like, it's your party. I don't know why your girlfriend wouldn't be there. Like, why would you not want me to come to your party? And he's just like, it's really just a girl's night. It's my birthday. I don't see why you're not respecting what I want to do for my birthday. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, okay, what? I'm like feeling weird. Like, I'm getting a weird feeling. I'm just like, why wouldn't he want me at his birthday party? That seems weird. But you know what? Like, we are very rocky right now. So I'm just going to respect his decision and celebrate with him on Friday and let him have his guys' night on Saturday. So we go out on Friday, we go to dinner, we went shopping. We had a really, really amazing time, amazing day. It was awesome. He was like, thank you so much for spending my birthday with me and allowing me to have an amazing birthday. I really do appreciate it. I'm so happy, blah, blah, blah. So we do Friday, blah, blah, blah. Saturday comes. He's so excited for this party. He's like, yeah, I can't wait for this party, blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I get it. Like, when you know you're about to have fun and you know you're about to turn up, like, you're excited. Like, you plan for it all day. You're excited for it all day. So I'm just like, are you sure you don't want me to go? Like, I really would like to be there to support. Like, I can invite some of my friends so I'm not the only, you know, girl there. And he's like, no, like, it's literally just going to be guys. Like, I want to spend time with my friends. Like, allow me to spend time with my friends. And I'm just like, okay. The night comes and normally we'd be texting all day, like all day, every day. I told you we're inseparable. So the night comes, it's a Saturday night. So I decide, you know what? My boyfriend's throwing this birthday party. I'm not invited. Let me go out with my friends. So one of my friends, Paige, actually invited me out that night. So I was like, I'll go out with Paige. And so we went to Virginia Beach. And we went to some bar in Virginia Beach. We actually had a pretty, like, decent time. It wasn't, like, that fun, but it was, like, okay. The whole night, like, Ryan was not texting me back. Like, I was, like, texting him, like, hey, how's the party? How are you doing? I was pretty much, like, left on red. Like, it didn't actually say red, but I mean, I know he got my message. Like, I was left on red, and I'm just like, okay, like, you know, maybe they're just really into it. Like, I don't see why he's not responding to my message. Like, that's not like him. And so I just continued to party. Like, I was having a good time with my friends. And so it's getting later, and I'm just like, normally, like, he would text me good night or something if he did fall asleep or something, but he just went, like, MIA. So I'm just kind of like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why you're not texting me back. Like, if you don't text me back within 3 seconds, we have a problem. Like, don't think you cannot text me back. It doesn't work like that. If I text you, you need to respond, okay? And I'm serious about that, especially if you're my man. Like, do not think you're going to get away with texting me or with me texting you and you not texting me back. Absolutely not. Like, we will have a problem. I was just kind of like, you know, maybe I should go to his house. I was like, maybe I should go to his house. Like, I'm not sure why he's not texting me back. Maybe there's something wrong. So I tell my friend Paige, I'm like, I had carpooled. I went to her house and then we drove to Virginia Beach together so we wouldn't, like, drink and drive. So, like, I told her, I'm like, hey, can you just drop me off at my boyfriend's house or come to my boyfriend's house with me instead of taking me home or taking me back to your house and then I'll take my car and drive back to your house. So she's like, yeah, that's fine. Like, she was like, I have time. She's like, I have time. I don't have anything to do. Like, let's get it. Like, I have time. So we, like, pull up to his house and I see his car's outside. So I'm like, okay, he's home. And so I don't have a key or anything. So I knock on the door and this girl answers the door and she answers real comfortable. Like, not like, oh, like, hey, Ryan, do you have a guest? Like, she opens like it's her dang house. And I'm looking at her like, why is this girl answering the door to my house? Because, I mean, it was my boyfriend's house, but, I mean, my boyfriend's house is basically my house, right? Like, why are you answering the door to my house? who are you? Whoa, whoa. So I'm just like, who are you? Like, that was my first reaction when she opened the door. I'm like, who are you? Who are you, sis? And so she was just like, who are you? And I was like, what do you mean, who am I, sis? I live here. Don't get it twisted. No. I pushed the girl. Like, not push, but I just pushed past her. I'm like, who are you? I just ignore her. I'm just like, who is this girl? Like, I pretty much pushed past her. And so I see Ryan on the couch, and he's looking like, and I'm like, what's going on? And so he's on the couch scrunched up, and I'm just like, what's going on? And he's just like, what are you doing here? And I'm like, you weren't responding to my messages, so I thought something was wrong with you. And he's like, why would you think that? Still scrunched up. So he's now having an attitude with me, acting like I'm crazy. Like, I'm the crazy one when I just walked in on some stuff that I didn't need to walk in to. So he's scrunched up at me like, no, like, what? Why are you here? And so I'm looking around. I'm looking around the house, and I'm like, where's everybody? I thought this was a party. I only see sis and you. And let's call this girl Monica. So I only see Monica and you in this house. I'm looking around. And at this point, it's like 2 a.m. because I had gone out with my friend. We had a whole night. It's really, really late. It's like 2 a.m. So I'm looking around like, where's everybody? Where is everybody? So he lived with 2 other roommates. And I'm like, where are your roommates? His roommates weren't even there. It was literally just him there alone in the house with Monica. And so I'm just like, what? Like, why would you be in the house alone with this girl? What are y'all doing here? Why are y'all alone? Like, I thought this was a party. I thought there was other people supposed to be here. And then I also thought this was a boys' night. Like, what? Monica's like, oh, I'm actually leaving. I'm calling my Uber. I'm waiting on my Uber. And so I'm just like, so I'm at this point hot. Like, I'm just like, I know I did not walk into this man's house. And first off, I know I did not go to this man's house. And a girl, Monica, answers the door like she lives here. And then once I get inside, he's the only person in the house. And I'm just like, and then so sis is saying she's calling an Uber. And I'm like, how'd you get here? Who brought you here? And so he's like, one of his friends picked her up from the dorms. She's a freshman, by the way. So she's a freshman and we're seniors. So I'm like, my guy. I could have choked him in that moment. So she's a freshman, we're seniors. So he's like, oh, my friend Rob, picked her and some other girls up from the dorm. And I'm like, so where are the other girls? And he's like, oh, he took them home. And I'm like, so why is she still here? She's like, oh, he's really drunk. I just wanted to take care of him. You don't need to take care of him. I'll take care of him. Mind your damn business. Mind your damn business. Like, what? She's like, yeah, I just wanted to take care of him. Like, he was really sick. Like, very, very drunk. And I just didn't want to leave him in that state. And I'm like, call your Uber and get out. Like, get out. Call your Uber, girl. Bye. So now in the house, it's me, Ryan, Monica, my friend Paige, and then her friend that we're also with. So I basically tell Ryan, I'm like, basically like, to your room, like, we need to talk right now. So I go to his room. Obviously, I've been drinking a little too. He's drunk. So we're fighting. We're screaming in his room. Obviously, they live in a small apartment. Like, literally everyone could hear us fighting. But so we're in his room, door closed, fighting. And I can't even remember what we were fighting about. I just know we were yelling. So I know, like, Paige and her friend were on the couch. Monica was on the couch. And they were all just like, Paige was like, I didn't think all this was gonna happen, sis, when you told me to take you to your boyfriend's house, but okay. So Paige was just like, well, Kiara, like, I'm just gonna leave because I don't need to be here. Are you good? And I was like, yeah, I'm good. You're good to leave. Like, I'm staying here. He can take me home. I'm not leaving him here with this girl. We can settle this. Like, I was like, this is my territory. This is mine. Like, don't get it twisted. So Paige leaves, and Paige is looking at me crazy. And I'm like, sorry, Paige, girl, I'm crazy. Because me and Paige, like, we're really close now, and we're really close. But at the time, like, we were close, but we weren't that close. So she was probably just like, sis, I would have just went home or something. And I mean, Paige is also a lot older than me, so she will not deal with certain things. But yeah, so we're yelling some kind of way. Monica's still there. And I'm like, I thought you were calling your Uber. Sis, call your Uber. It doesn't take 2 years for an Uber to get here. Like, scat, like, bye. Like, call your... I thought you had called an Uber. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point I've been here for a good 45 minutes yelling at the man. You should have been left. And of course, so now that I'm yelling at her, I said it in a nice way, but I'm literally like yelling in this girl's face. Like, get out, call your Uber right the F now. Call whoever you need to call to leave because you need to go. So she eventually, finally I see her like on her phone, like trying to call her Uber, because I was like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am, sis? Clearly you don't. So she calls her Uber and leaves, thank God. And so Ryan's roommate ends up coming home. One of his roommates comes home. We'll call him like Mike. So Mike gets home and me and Ryan are still going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Like, we're fighting. We're at this point like violent. Like, not like fists being thrown or anything, but like in each other's face, going at it. I'm obviously going at it because, I mean, what Ryan did was wrong. Why are you at your house at 2 in the morning with the girl by yourself? Like, that's, like, if I had not pulled up, what would have happened? Had I not pulled up, what would have happened? He's yelling at me, like, why would you pull up to my house without, like, asking me first if it's cool, if you can come over? Like, it's not okay for you to just pull up. So we're fighting. Those are our arguments, basically. Blah, blah, blah. So he's really drunk. He starts throwing up. So he, like, goes to the bathroom and starts throwing up. And so I told you Mike has come home. So I see he's throwing up and I see his phone. So I'm like, oh, let's see what other chicks he's talking to. You know what I mean? Since he wants to be a cheater, let me go through some text messages and see what's good. So I grab his phone and I start trying to go through text messages, but then Mike sees I have his phone, so Mike like grabs his phone from my hand and Mike's like, nah, like, don't do that, Kiki, like, you don't need to go through his phone. So I couldn't really see anything good because freaking Mike. So then we're fighting. Ryan's like, leave, like, I don't care. But like, Ryan is treating me horrible. He's like, leave, girl, bye, blah, blah, blah. But at this point, like, Paige just left me, so now I don't have a car. I can't get home. And so Mike was like, okay, Kiki, like, I'll take you home. And I was just like, no, I'm staying here. Like, I am staying here. I don't know why. I should have just left in that moment, but I was just highly upset. I was like, I'm staying here. So Mike ends up going to his room because he's like, I'm not going to deal with the drama. And so Ryan's throwing up and I get his phone back. And so I start going through his phone and I see there's like girl after girl after girl. Monica, Erica, Jasmine, Andrea, Rebecca. Just girl after girl after girl after girl. And I made all those names up, but just know it's girl after girl after girl. And I was just like, oh my God. Like, I was sick to my stomach. So my thoughts were, I was like, I'm going to put a stop to this right now. I'm going to put a stop to this right now. So what I did was, one, I blocked every single girl from his phone. I blocked the number of every single girl from his phone. And my thought was this. Okay, so you know how if you block someone, when you text them, they get the message. But when they respond, you don't get the message because you have them blocked. So my thought was, if I block all these girls, he'll be texting the girls. And then when they respond, it won't come through. And he'll think that they just don't like him. And they'll think that, like, he'll think that the girls are done with them or him or whatever. And he will just be loyal. Lord, this was a low moment in my life. This was a low moment in my life. Like, Kiara, like, you can block girls all day, every day from your man's phone. Like, if he doesn't want to be loyal, he's not going to be loyal, sis. Like, no, you're right. No, you're right, ladies. Like, don't do things like this. So I blocked every girl from his phone. Then I took the number from Monica. I took Monica's number from his phone, put it in my phone. I still have her number in my phone. Or maybe I deleted it recently because I seen it in my contacts and I was just like, I do not need this girl's number. And so I sent Monica this long message and I said, please do not ever talk to my man again. It was disrespectful for you to be sitting up with him at 2 in the morning. I do not appreciate it. Like, he may be a jerk, but he's my jerk. So please stay away. Please and thank you. I was very, like, petty and I was very like snobby about it. I was like, thanks. Smiley face emoji. And I think she responded like, sis, I had nobody's trying to talk to your man, like, or something. And I'm just like, girl, bye. Like, you're trying to talk to my man. Like, don't even start with me. I think that's what I said. She was like, sis, nobody's trying to talk to your man. And I was like, then we won't have any more problems. Smiley face. That was another low moment. Like, why did I take this girl's number and text her? Like, I wish I still had the long message that I sent this child. Like, and like I said, she's a freshman. I'm a senior. You know how many guys were dying to talk to me? Dying. And I was loyal for Ryan for this. Ooh, cringe. I had people lined up ready to talk to sis. Lined up. Do better, Kiara. So the next day, Ryan wakes up and he's like, what happened? And so he's really annoyed that I came over. He's still really mad that I came over without asking, blah, blah, blah. He's just like, has an attitude with me and is like done with me. I'm just kind of like, okay, whatever. So I just went home and I was just like, I can't. Like, I really, really can't. So I find out from Ryan that he called Monica and they talked about it. He finds out I blocked all the girls because I guess he tried to text somebody and it didn't go through, and he went to his block list and seen the whole chain of people in the block list. So he's mad now. Why did I go through his phone? Why did I text Monica? Why did I pull up? All of these things. Like, I'm the crazy one. Like, how am I the crazy one? Like, I'm just being a loving girlfriend, concerned because you were not responding to my text messages, sure. Then I find you at home with another girl. Like, how do you expect me to react? So, I mean, all along these ways, like, honestly, step one, when I seen him with the other girl, I should have just broke up with him right then and there, left. Step two, instead of me texting old girl, instead of fighting with him, I should have just broke up with him right then and there. Step three, when he's acting like he didn't do anything wrong. Like, he's literally acting like he didn't do anything wrong because him and the girl were not, like, do anything. They didn't technically cheat, but it's like, why were you at home with her alone at 2 a.m. in the morning? Like, had I not pulled up, what would have happened? Like, you tell me. So yeah, I ended up, of course, taking him back after the situation. I think it took us like a day, and then we just kind of moved on and acted like it didn't happen. Should have never done that. Do better. That was, like I said, that was a low moment in my life. Never again. Life lessons, right? You live and you learn. Never again. But yeah, that was the time my boyfriend cheated on me. So yeah, I took him back, and then we were together for a little bit longer, and then obviously we just ended up breaking up because our relationship was extremely toxic. I couldn't trust him. I was always on edge. Like, I was always trying to check his phone, see who he was texting. I honestly still kept seeing girls' names in his phone. One time I was in his car and I had put my wallet in his glove box of his car, and I went to get my wallet because we had like went somewhere. So I went to get my wallet to go home, and right there I see like a long note, like a handwritten love letter from some girl, and I'm just like, are you kidding? He was like, oh, that's nothing. He literally like threw it out the window. I'm just like, he's like, we had a great day today, why are you now ruining it talking about this random girl? Like, oh. And it was one of those things where it's almost like he loved me, he just could not be loyal. But it's just like, I didn't deserve that. Like, no girl deserves that. If he can't be loyal, then like, see ya, on to the next one. Then another time he had to take me to, or I asked him to take me to the airport, and my flight was mad early. It was at like 5 a.m. So I asked him to be at my house at like 3 a.m. or something like that. And it was a school night. Like, it wasn't like a weekend or anything. Like, he was taking forever to, like, I told him to come over a little bit earlier so we could just like hang out. And then after we hung out, he could take me to the airport. And so he was taking forever. He was like, I'm at the library. Like, I'm so sorry. It's taking me forever to study. Like, I have so many projects coming up, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. Tell me why, y'all, when he comes to pick me up, he comes over in looking like Mr. GQ with a bomber jacket, like Tim's, like some boots. Like, what? Like, where were you? Like, he literally wore sweatpants like every day. He literally wore sweatpants every day. And then all of a sudden you went to the library and you're in a bomber jacket and Tim's looking like you're about to go to a party or something. Like, that day I just felt he cheated on me. Like, I just had that on my spirit. I'm like, who are you? You walk around in sweats every day. Who are you trying to look good for? Who are you trying to look cute for? Like, boy, bye. That blew me. Like, why did you? And he pulled up to pick me up around 3:30, and he had the biggest attitude too. He wasn't happy to take me. He was just like, so I was tripping, y'all. What was wrong with me? What was I on to allow this type of treatment? So like I said, obviously we eventually broke up. I want to say I wish him the best of luck, but I low-key don't. I want to say I wish him the best of luck, but I low-key don't. Like, I don't know. Like, you just don't treat people like that. Grow up, my guy. Grow up. Like, my thing is, if you don't want to be with someone, like, say that. Don't cheat on them. Don't lead them on. Don't be wishy-washy. But yeah, so that's my story. I really didn't want to share it because I felt like it was embarrassing. But now that I'm talking it out, I feel like it's not as embarrassing. And I mean, I don't know. It's just embarrassing. Don't allow that to happen, ladies.